What is it about compromise in relationships? Marriage is all about compromise. To have a successful relationship, you have to be able to compromise. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to be able to talk it out. You have to be able to negotiate to get what you want. No, you don't. No. No negotiating, no compromising, no arguing. Zero tolerance. If she wants to do those things, you have to firmly plant the toe of your boot into her ass cheek. You have to kick her the hell out. That's simple. No one's going to tell me what friends to have, what to do when I'm with my friends. No one's going to tell me where to go on vacation or where my house should be located. Nobody is going to tell me how much money I have to spend on them. No one's going to do it. There will be no compromise. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Greg on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom? Hey, man, I'm a perfect example of do not compromise even once. Once you do, it's a constant. The whole rest of the relationship is what she considers compromise, but in all reality is just giving in to every one of her whims and desires. I was 34, 33 years old, had my own house in Vegas, had a decent job, had 6 weeks off in the summer, 6 weeks off in the winter. I'm a musician, so I could go on tour with my friends and just hang out. Made about $40,000 a year. So to supplement some of the income, I was kind of selling weed on the side and doing okay with that, too. Had a nice little thing going. Met a girl that became a decent client of mine, actually, which is kind of funny in the long run. But beautiful, beautiful girl. Big old fake boobs, the nice car, $100,000 a year job. She could take care of herself, you know, independent woman. So I thought this is going to be perfect. We started kind of dating, and within 3 months it started. I don't like all the traffic at your house, and you can never come to my house because you always have to be home to take care of things. And, you know, I thought, man, never been married. I'm watching all my friends get married. Everybody seems happy. So I thought, you know what, maybe life is about some compromise here. So I said, all right, I will. So I closed up shop and took quite a chunk, you know, out of the yearly income. But that was okay. She made a good living. She was throwing around some money at the time. It was all good to go. Within a year, my house was too far away, and there was no sense in me driving all the way out there when I worked closer to her. So why don't we just sell my house? And she was in the mortgage industry. So, of course, she got right on helping me sell my house. Again, a financial loss, huge financial loss. Got rid of all my furniture and moved into her house because she had big screens and she had all the stuff. Things seemed to be going fine. And then she started to not want to pay daycare for her 6-year-old child anymore and didn't want to do homework afterwards. And why don't you just stay home since you're so good with my daughter and you guys get along? So why don't you just stay home? You know, you like to cook, and now you can just kind of lounge around the house a little bit more and be a stay-at-home guy. So next thing you know, I'm quitting my job. And now here I am doing all the cooking and cleaning and raising her child for her. Gave up the music, wasn't playing any more shows anymore, wasn't going out working, no more gambling, no more hanging out with the bros for football games on Sundays. No more none of it. Before you know it, there wasn't even football on at the house anymore for myself on Sundays because there was errands to do and chores, and it became ridiculous. And never at any point did it click with me how bad of a spiral of losing everything I was until the constant, you don't need to change your attitude, and I don't like the way you communicate with me, and all of that started to come on top of it. And I finally decided I can't take this anymore. I'm out of here. I'm moving back to California where I belong. I'm over it. And I scheduled 2 days to pack, and it took me about 2 hours because I had nothing left. I loaded everything I owned in the back of my truck at 36 years old in the back of a pickup and drove out here to California. with nothing but pretty much my musical equipment, my clothes, and my dog. So a perfect example of always stay true to yourself. Don't give in even once. I lived most of my life like that, and for some reason, this devil woman came into my life, and I thought things were going to be different. But now I'm on the up-road track again, you know. I don't have much stuff, but I'm living on the beach, and I get to go to the bar every day and hang out with my buddies and not have to hear anybody's mouth or slack or anything anymore.
How's that feel?
I feel like I'm reborn. I feel like a new man. I don't know. I mean, it reminds me of how I used to feel and how I used to live, and I don't know why I ever changed that or gave that up. It was a bad spiral. I say again, once you do it once, you don't even realize the spiral of your life that's about to become. You got to stand for it right off the bat. Ain't going to happen. This is me. Take it or leave it. I don't really care either way.
Well, I agree with you on that. And I think it takes a long time for most men to learn how to do that. And I'll be honest, it took me a long time to learn how to do that.
Well, see, you know what's weird is I'm 36. I've never been married. Never even thought about it. Are you kidding me? No way. But then all of a sudden, I don't know what it was, maybe being 31, 32, 33, you know, right around that age, watching my buddies do it. All of a sudden, it seemed like such a great idea to be in love, and it's all just a farce. Come on, you know? So it's definitely a hard lesson to learn, but anybody, I wish I could have, you know, I lived here in California for years and never heard your show. My timing was never there, and wish I would have caught you before I got into meeting that girl in Vegas.
I understand. I thank you for the call. I often think about one particular girlfriend. I know that after we were together, she jumped right on all the online dating services. And word around town that she's met at least one other person. And I imagine that guy having to cater to her whims, being expected to buy things for her, spend money, hearing criticisms about all the things that are wrong with him, all the things he does that are wrong, all the fact that he's got bad taste. He doesn't dress right, he has bad taste in furniture, and he has bad taste in everything. Somewhere out there, that guy, he may listen to me, you know, because she may have said, I'm the ex. He may be a listener. And he may be trying to figure out, you know, how did I get into this mess? Pal, I'm telling you. I was there before you. And I know how she gets. And I palmed her off on you like a bad penny. You ever work in an office where there's a vending machine? Somebody palms off a Canadian quarter on you and you try to palm it off on somebody else? Because it's not the right size. Doesn't fit in the machine. Always gets sent back through the coin return. This chick had been dumped by the 3 previous guys before me. Then I dumped her. Essentially palming her off on somebody else. I'm not jealous. I really feel for the guy out there who thinks he got so lucky getting somebody so attractive and young and all of this, not realizing that he's also getting somebody who's going to tell him that everything about him is wrong. Everything. There's a guy out there right now who's getting that from one of my exes. Oh, baby. Jermaine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Yeah.
I could not agree more. My homeboy Steve put me on your show, and I listened to 3 minutes, and I had to jump on the phone and call. It was like that instant.
Wow.
He told me about it, and we listened for 3 minutes riding home, and I was like, what's the number? We waited for the number to come up. I've been calling for like an hour just to get on. This compromise thing, I agree with you 100%. For some reason, you can meet females, and they claim they're cool with everything. They're just like you. They like everything the same. And 2 or 3 weeks later, they start nitpicking at you about certain things that they want or certain things they don't like. And these are all things you told them that you were about, that you were like right when you met them, but somehow it's like it went in one ear and right out the other. It didn't stick. for some reason these things don't register with them. My honest opinion is most women don't really care what you say or tell them, because in the end, in the long run, all they're thinking to themselves is, I can change this guy. I can get him, to cater to their will or to be, exactly what they want. They don't really care. I don't get that.
Women are most turned on by guys who are complete jerks, complete a-holes. Yeah. I'm a son of a bitch myself and a complete a-hole.
I am too, and for some reason, I'm not like that offhand just to do it on purpose. Actually, you see what we are, I don't really consider it like being a jerk or nothing like that. We're just real, and a lot of women for some reason mistake realness for rudeness. Like you're being like too forward, too adamant. There's nothing wrong. I always want to hear 100% truth, 100% fact. I don't care what you say to me.
I don't care what women like. I couldn't care less.
Yeah. Because I'm going to be me, whether you like me or not. I'm still going to be me between now and the next, 60, 80 years, whether you like it or not. Take it or leave it. Another thing, me and my brother were talking about this. I don't blame women for this, because really, if you can get away with something, why not do it? This is a lot of guys' fault. I don't see where the change came to where guys started simping out and becoming so whipped just for women, Well,
the change came when we had the first adult generation where at least half the guys grew up with single mothers raising them.
And, it's funny, I agree with that, but the weirdest part is me and my brother were raised by only our mom. I don't even know my dad. I've never seen him, never met him, anything. And I'm a man's man. I don't let no woman tell me nothing. Nobody, I agree with you 100%. I don't compromise. I'm very headstrong. And
good for you.
And there's going to be a reason why I probably will be by myself my whole life, and I really don't have a problem with that.
You're going to be happy. Are you kidding me? I just bought this new place. I've talked about it, and now I have it. And I spent the weekend, and there I was yesterday walking my 20 acres alone.
No problem with that. Me and my two brothers, we live here in our apartment by ourselves. No, my old roommate who moved out, he moved in, guess with who? His fiance.
Oh, kill me now.
I love him. He's my brother and everything, but I just don't. We always sit back sometimes and wonder, wow, he's really living with a woman. I don't know. The only woman I could ever live with is my mom and my sister, and that's it. I've never given no woman my PIN number, my credit card, the keys to my apartment, keys to my car. Why give them so much power? Why give them something that, what gave them the right to earn this? What did they do?
You just make a whole lot of sense.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
What was that again?
Were you not listening to me, sir?
I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Well, I couldn't hear a word that you were saying either.
I see. That's great. I like the level of discourse here. It's fantastic.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, James.
First-time caller. I've been listening to you for about a half a year now.
Good.
And what I have to tell you is these women are vicious. Okay? You've been through it 3 times. I am now going through my first divorce after 12 years of marriage and being together for 15 years. 3 boys deep. And what women do is they like you for who you are at first, and then they mold you into something you are not. And what I mean by mold is that you become their little pet, little slave.
They do it if you let them, which most guys let them.
And that's exactly what I did. And I'm a fool for it. And, yes, I do love her, but I wasn't treated right. And now that I'm getting out of this divorce, we're going through this divorce, and I'll be free soon. Trying to go on with my life. I'm trying to get my house refinanced so I can get some money out of it and get my own place, and we can live our separate ways.
And now, hopefully, you'll learn your lesson, and you will not ever let a woman tell you that you have to compromise. You will not ever engage in a discussion with a woman. You will not get into an argument.
Right.
And the minute somebody does that, you're going to kick them the hell out.
I'm not going to be ready anytime soon to be with anybody soon.
You don't need to be with anybody ever.
Exactly.
But you know what? Getting laid is a good idea.
Sure. When it's needed.
Well,
right now, I'm getting my composure back.
You had it whipped out of you, James.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Every bit of it. And I tell you what, like I said, women will mold you into something that you are not. And I let her do that after all these years. And I tell you what, I can't wait till I can be free.
How did she react when you got out?
I haven't actually left yet because right now she's going to school. And
what are you waiting for?
Well, I have 3 boys I have to take care of. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't just jump out and leave because of the situation of what's going on. I can't just run away until she's financially set and I'm able to get my home. I can't just jump out.
So you'll get to keep your home?
No, I'm letting her have it. I don't care about the damn house. There's no alimony going to be. This is a non-alimony state for Boise, Idaho.
Love it.
And I'm not getting alimony. The only thing it is going to be child support, which I don't have a problem dealing with. So I'm good with that. Like I said, I've listened to you for half a year now, and I love every bit of what you're talking about. And you've said many things that fall in line of the life I've had with this woman. And you have been my, what you can say, my correction officer.
I love that. Now, do you have any boys?
Yeah, I got 3 boys.
They need to hear this show.
In due time, I'll probably get my oldest to start listening to it. He's 14 right now. And I got an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Because the girls will start manipulating them right now.
I know it. I'm glad neither one of them got a girlfriend quite yet, but, who knows. But we'll give them the fair warning.
That's right.
I believe in you, Tom, and like I said, I've been listening to you, and I listen to you every chance I get. And
I love it.
I had to throw my spill on about, there are women out there who will mold you into something that you are not. What happened to this guy here? He was, he lost his job, he lost his home over this woman. He gave it up.
I hate when that happens. I really do. And it does happen. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Fred on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Dad, how are you?
Son, how are you?
You have been my counselor, my mentor, my...
Wow.
You're helping me out a lot, man. You got to believe that.
Very good. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Hey, man, I was the last out of my friends to have a girlfriend. I couldn't wait to have a girlfriend, whatever, So I said, I'm just going to sit back and let it happen. Man, I don't know if there is a God or what, man. This guy, somebody dropped this beautiful, gorgeous, out-of-this-world girl in my arms. I was sleeping. I woke up and I met this girl at work. I had to take her out, whatever. I got to know her. We started going out. She became my girlfriend. 2 years into it, we actually moved in, got married, and dude, I just got to say, there's no love. There is no love. Even though you're nice to each other, you take care of each other's needs and blah, 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 there's no love. It's all a test. It's how much you can get out of the other person. Girls especially, they just try to suck everything out of you. She wanted me home when she was hungry. She wanted me to be there so she can eat and be comfortable, or else she would throw a tantrum. She would go nuts. Dude, this girl got 5 pets that I didn't even want. 5 animals. And then I have to take care of them after kicking her out. I'm stuck with those animals. I don't know how to keep going, man. I have a million things to say.
Yeah, I understand that. How did she react when you got out?
thing was, she was like complaining about being homesick because she was from Sweden, blonde, blue eyes, and everything, and and it wasn't. That was her excuse. And I think she wanted out because she was too young to be in a relationship.
Great, you got what you wanted. You know what? The way I look at it, if they want to leave, I don't ever try to keep them. Because I already got, think about it, you've already got what you wanted. You're just pretty much hitting the same thing over and over.
Exactly. I bought a condo, and we were buying a condo together. And the thing was, when it came down to the paperwork, and it was all me. I put it all under my name because I listened to you. I go, I'm not going to put nobody under my, nobody's going to own anything I own or be part of it. I'm going to own everything I buy. So I bought the condo under my name. My sister even wanted her name to be on the title. I said no. I got that. She paid me rent. That's the good thing. I got her to pay me rent while she was living with me. We went half on everything. I made sure of that. I had to try it. I got married. It didn't work out. As soon as I got married, everything spiraled downwards, in a really bad spiral. And I gave her a big rock that I regretted, but she's coming back from Sweden to give me the rock. We're gonna. I
love that.
She's coming. I got rid of all her pets, and she's like, no, you can't get rid of one of the dogs. I said, okay, fine. I was trying to send it to her, Tom. She was trying to make me from across the country send her the dog, plus pay her bills. She was sending me money, making me put it in her bank, blah, blah. I got tired of it, Tom. I go, you know what? That's enough. And she got mad at me once for putting it in her bank account late, and her credit cards got late. And she got mad at me, So I stopped talking to her for 2 months, and then she calls me back. She's like, you know what? I'm coming down to get my dog and give you your ring back. I'm like, okay, that works for me. Saves me $1,000 to go and get it myself.
Love it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, she's been gone out of my life for 6 months, and all of our stress was about money because, for some reason, you know what? It's not even though I was halving everything with her. It's expensive because you want to go out, you want to go vacations, this and that. If she wants to go out to places, and you have to go with her. Even though you pay your own half, you have to go to places she wants to go, places her friends are going, and she wants you to come. You have to pay for all those places that you don't want to go to.
Right. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. That's my attitude about that. Zach, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and tell you that I was dating this chick that was a lot older than me, and, it started out as just fun, whatever, and then next thing you know, I find out that she's got all kinds of problems, just cutting herself. She loves me one day, and the next day she's threatening to call the cops on me if she sees me, and, it was really hard to deal with, but, I'm very glad that whole thing is over with. And, I don't know what, I'm sure what you would do with the whole situation, and I wish I would have listened to you long ago.
Yeah. I mean, I have no patience for anything anymore.
Yeah,
there will be no arguing, no threatening to kill yourself, no crying, no negotiating, debating, arguing, zero tolerance.
Yes, it was...
you do that, and you are out, that's it.
Yes, and now I'm just trying to get over it. It's a little hard, but in the long run, I'm glad it's done with.
Well, if you stop having girlfriends, you'll stop having a hard time.
Yes, I agree.
Hit them and quit them.
What was that?
Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
People always say to me, they say, well, do you have a daughter? I usually tell them, I say, no, I usually have somebody else's daughter.
Sometimes twice.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. I have put my foot down on behalf of you. You should be putting it down on your own behalf. No compromise in a relationship or a marriage. No arguing. No. There will be no debating, no discussing, no criticism or critiquing. The minute she does that, you kick her ass out the door. It's that simple. It's Al on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Al.
How you doing, Tom?
Doing okay.
Got a little story for you. I was engaged, got married. I'm currently still married. And about 6 months after we were married, took her up to New York City. We saw a play called, on Broadway that I thought it was going to be dumb. It was the best thing in the world that happened to me. I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change was the name of it. And it was that time in the relationship, when you first start dating and you're engaged, your wife's like, oh, I love watching football too. Oh, I love football on Sundays. And, it turns out that's not the case. And we saw the play, and she kind of saw my point of view in that she thought immediately I was going to wanted to go shopping for drapes on a Sunday after I was married to her. Like, that's not going to change. That's not going to change a single thing. I'm always going to watch football. And I'd probably pick a football game over her than, I don't want to spend time with her on a Sunday.
Yeah, I completely understand. So what did you do?
Well, we were having problems and getting into a lot of arguments over stuff. Saw the play, and then I said, hey, think about that. Think about some things you saw. It was a comedy, but there's a lot of truth to it. And she just kind of, I think she swallowed her pride. Unfortunately, she's pretty cool. She doesn't hold a grudge, and she kind of accepted what I was trying to tell her. Things are great now, 2 kids, mortgage, car payment, the whole thing, everything's fine. But she finally realized that, I was more stubborn than she was going to be, and she kind of bowed down, which I wouldn't. I'm so happy to say that now things are great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, but, for me, things are a lot better by just getting rid of them and keeping them at arm's length.
Well, I'll wait till the kids are 18 and out of the house.
How old are your kids?
I have a 2.5-year-old and 2-month-old.
That's a long way away.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. I can say that now, right?
Well, we'll see what actually happens.
You're right, Tom. You guys rock.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. Jason on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing today, Tom?
Great.
I got one heck of a story for everybody out there, man. I met this girl. She's 28 years old. I'm 22 years old. We ended up hooking up. 3 months into our relationship, Tom, we had a child. Meanwhile, she just moved out here.
Why did you do that?
Because I wasn't too smart. Or didn't wrap my tool, man.
And by the way, why'd you do that?
Don't ask me that question, man. I can't answer that one.
Well, you conveniently left out another salient fact, which is going to make you seem even stupider for doing that. Why don't you tell us what you left out?
Just being stupid, man. So.
No. This woman who was 28.
Yeah, with 2 previous kids.
2 previous kids. And was she married when she had those kids?
Nah, she wasn't, man.
No. So, were they the same father?
No, it wasn't.
No. And so you knew that,
yes,
but you had sex with her without a condom anyway.
Yeah.
That's how stupid you were.
Yes.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, it was.
So she added you to the list. 3 kids by 3 different dads, and unlike the others, you were stupid enough to buy this turkey.
Oh.
You signed the paperwork, and now it's all yours.
That is the truth right there, man. One screwed up thing right there, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she ended up going. I ended up losing my job. Times got slow out here, No construction work going on, and I ended up losing my job. Well, she got smart and started going out partying every Friday night.
There we go, Buster.
Partied all night long, man.
Time to get knocked up with kid number 4.
Ah, see, that was another tricky thing. She came up and told me that she's knocked up again, dude. I didn't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, and you were surprised, too.
Dude, I was so pissed off. I was like, man, that's not my kid.
But you were surprised. By the way, you sure the last one is your kid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
one. You're not sure.
No, I'm not sure, but heck, I'm too late now. I already signed the paternity, the paperwork, you know.
Well, how old is that kid?
1 year old, man.
Well, you should see an attorney. Who knows? I don't know what your rights are. You ought to find out. Don't just accept that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I need to do that, man.
Like tomorrow.
And I can do that tomorrow on my way back from work.
Tomorrow.
And then also the other thing, too, man. She started getting stupid, and like what we were talking, you're talking about taking advantage, dude. She took advantage of me pretty bad, man. She ended up sucking up all my money, and then
I'm shocked.
They're just bad, man. The women are just you don't need them in your life, dude. So, but anyway, she ended up taking all my money, dude, and then she got a job, and then she was Miss Independent now, dude. Blaming everything up on me, man.
Yeah. Have you learned anything from this experience?
Yeah, don't get a woman that has two different kids by two different
Why
dads.
do you need to have a woman at all?
Exactly, dude. And no reason at all, man.
Did you ever find out where the condom store is?
Yeah, they have them at Mobile.
Yeah, but how did you knock her up again?
Oh, I didn't knock her up again, dude.
I thought you said she's pregnant again.
Yeah, she's pregnant again, but not by my kid, man.
How do you know?
Because I was smart, because we didn't have sex for about 3 months, dude.
So she went out and got knocked up by somebody else, so why are you still with her?
I ain't with her, dude. I'm living the single life now, man. A good buddy of mine turned me on to you, dude, and I've been listening to you ever since, man.
And you get ready to knock up somebody else, right?
Heck no, man.
Captain Save-A-Ho is out there to knock up another person.
Nah, I rap my tool now, dude.
It's about time.
So, but yeah, you're my savior, man.
All right, Jason, I'm glad to hear that. Holy cow. It's painful. It's freaking painful. 1-800-5800-TOM. Here's Rick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, I love that Save-A-Ho. That was awesome. Oh, you know what? I can't claim to be much smarter, but I truly have a problem here. Well, maybe I don't have a problem. Maybe I have a solution that's just not bloomed yet, but I've had an epiphany while listening to you. I'm 45. And I, too, when I was about 38, decided that I'd lived all the life that I needed to live and settled down with a single, beautiful, young woman who'd had her master's degree already. She was 35, no kids, and been married once and divorced. And I married her, and about 3 months later, we got pregnant. And... You hear me?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're hearing this. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so we had the baby, and about 6 months after that, she started going through some depression, and took off a bunch of time from work, and she decided that she wanted me to start staying home closer to work, closer to the house to be closer to her and the baby, because she was worried she was going to hurt the baby or herself. Well, I worked out in El Segundo. I was an engineer for an aerospace company for 23 years, and she talked me into quitting and finding a job closer to home after 23 years. Gave up that career, came home, found a job closer to home. I got injured on this new job. After I got injured, all of a sudden she wasn't sick anymore, wasn't depressed, and she decided to find a new life, filed for divorce, and tried to take the baby away and claimed that I was hurting her and the baby. after a few police reports, we got through all that, went to divorce court, and the bottom line is, through the end of it, I ended up retaining full custody of my son. And it is my son. He looks just like me. And anyhow, I got this divorce, okay? A divorce decree was set, and we were into the dissolution, I guess they call it. And at the dissolution, they basically decided that she was going to be in debt each month to the tune of about $2,000 because I was disabled. I wasn't making as much money, and she was making a lot more. It was $2,000 a month between alimony and child support. And she came running and decided that she didn't want to do that, wanted to take another try, wanted to try one more time. And this is, by the way, after we had already lost our house and our cars and everything else. And so here's where the idiotic part comes. I said, yeah, all right, and I let her come back in. We went out and rented a house, got this house we had for about a year. She talked me into buying another house. Now,
and why were you so compliant along the way here?
Because I thought that the family idea was the best idea. I was the guy that grew up opening doors, grew up in a broken home, wanted to make sure I gave my wife a better life than the life I had, that kind of garbage. And that was it. I thought I was doing the right things. And she ended up having 3 affairs within that divorce time. And the court decided that that wasn't the best lifestyle for my son. I was able to prove otherwise because I was hurt. And they gave me full custody of him. Now I'm in this new house that we've had for less than a year. She's barely making any payments with me here, and I'm just keeping my nose above water. And I still have that divorce paperwork.
Why haven't you gotten a divorce?
That's what I'm just dying here because I don't know what's going to happen to the house. And I listen to you every day, Tom. No lie, I listen to you and Danny every day. And I've been listening to you for a long time, and I just keep thinking, I just don't want to lose another house. The first house was mine outright. This one's both of ours. I keep thinking I'm going to lose this house, too, and then I don't want to destroy the kid by not having his mom in the picture. But, yeah, I know it. I'm an idiot. I'll say it on the air. I'm an idiot. But what do I do? Honest to God, what do I do?
Now you ask me what to do?
I know.
Now? You wait till now.
I'm sorry for...
I've been here all along. Where have you been?
Stab me in the eye with a fork, will you?
Are you kidding me? You F up your life to the point of no return, then you call for advice.
Yeah. Please don't.
How many houses can you lose?
Well, it looks like it's going to be 2 at least. And I don't need another woman. Like these other guys, they don't hear you. I can just hear it when you say, they say, oh, well, yeah, I'll wait a while till I get another. No. I hear what you're saying. I don't need a woman to make me complete. I want to walk on 20 acres by myself.
Well, you're nowhere near that, losing 2 houses and giving up so much of your revenue to a female. Good luck being able to do that by your 50s, for God's sake. Wow. Our email address is my name. It's Tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.